I think it's time for Friday's video. Alright guys, hey, so sorry it's kind of late at night that I'm making this video. I've had finals going on, like next week's my last week of school until fall. And I've been busy with getting a lot of shit ready because I am moving into my own apartment with my friends Melanie and Emily next week. So I've been scrambling to get everything ready for that with them. Which is why my hair looks horrible and like it's late and I cut myself shaving, so if you see me randomly like blotting something, that's what that is. But yeah, let's talk about TV. So a lot of my favorite television shows were mentioned. However, I am quite the TV connoisseur, having grown up on television. And I have plenty of things in my bag to throw back at you. So, Michaela, I have recently become a Whovian. I absolutely love the series. I started watching the beginning of this quarter, and I've gone through all of it. I'm almost caught up. I just finished Matt Smith's first season, and I must say I love him. A lot of people, I guess, don't, but he is adorable. I absolutely love him. Robbie, I, of course, loved Lee, and of course, the last season was horrible. Or not the last season, the last episode. It went over like a fart in church for me. I did not enjoy it at all. The only thing I did like was like Santana losing it at the end because she's like my favorite character, so yeah. It is hard, Katie, to be Friday sometimes, especially when it comes to book suggestions, since I kind of give you all your books. Not really, I'm joking. But no, it's not too bad. It's actually really fun to be able to see what everybody has to say and then be the last one to respond until next week and everybody responds to me. But I also love Arrested Development. I think it's hilarious. My friend Melanie got me watching it. And I also watch everything on Netflix. Like, you should see I have watched
South Park, American Dad, Family Guy, King of the Hill, Doctor Who, Parks and Recreation, which I'm about to talk about. Oh god, what else? Drawn Together.
Those are just like the series I can name off the top of my head that I've watched in completion on Netflix. I adore Netflix. So I totally understand. So the show I'm going to talk about now is Parks and Recreation. I recently started watching this. I literally watched all the episodes in I think 3 days. It is such a good series. You really need to check it out. The first 2 seasons are on Netflix, and then if you want a website to watch the 3rd season in its whole, just hit me up and I can hook you up. My friend Melanie gave me a link. But it is so good. Like, it's shot in kind of a documentary style, and so the characters sometimes acknowledge the camera and the viewer, so it's really hilarious. Just whenever they'll be like, what? And then they'll make looks. Like, some of the characters are so good at it, especially Ben, who comes in the 3rd season. Then, one of my all-time favorite shows is The Golden Girls. I've grown up on this show. I absolutely love this show. I have cried so hard when all of them have died in real life, except Eddie. She's alive still, thank God. But I have such an attachment to the show. It's so good. It's hilarious. Like, if you ever get a chance to check it out, do it, because just the comedic timing that the women have and just everything is genius. And just some of the jokes, I mean, even though it's, what, a 20-year-old show, they're still relevant. Maybe even 30 years. Oh my god, it's old. Moving on, I also love a lot of reality shows. So I love, like, America's Next Top Model. I've seen almost every cycle except for, like, the last 2. And then I love RuPaul's Drag Race. I've seen all the episodes. It is such a good show. It's like America's Next Top Model meets Project Runway, which I also love, with drag queens. It is so good. You really need to check it out. All the episodes are free on logotv.com. They're hilarious. I don't agree with the first 2 winners because they did not deserve to win, but the 3rd season winner definitely deserved it. She's by far the best. Another show that I've watched since, what, the 7th or 6th grade is Mythbusters. It is such a good show. I'm sure everybody's heard of it. They just test myths scientifically and see if they're plausible or busted or true. And it's a great show. You should check it out. And then last, I suppose, is The Walking Dead. It's a really good zombie show, and I think we all should do a zombie week. Not necessarily dressing up like zombies, although I'm not completely opposed to that. but, like, explaining an entire zombie franchise. And if we do this, I call Resident Evil. I'm just saying, because I know everything there is to know about Resident Evil, and I love it, and I've been playing it since, like, the first one. Yeah. But yeah, this is probably the last video you're gonna see in this dorm, so say bye to it. Alright, so I will catch you guys later, and, I don't really have anything to say, but bye. Also, I hope you get the CSI Miami jokes, because that's what the opening and closing were.